Hi, this is Aaron Aardvark Adventure Rides. Today I'm going to be talking about my high front fender conversion on my Gen 1 V-Strom 650. So I'll have a bit of a chat about why I did it and how I went about it. So I'm just going to start off by saying this is a totally unnecessary modification. Now the reason people do it is because there is a slight possibility your front wheel can clog up with mud and jam on your front guard and lock it up. It does happen. It hasn't happened to me. Now the other reason I've done it is to give the bike a bit of a fresh look, and I needed a bit of a lockdown project. One of the first problems you'll come across is your brake lines. On the V-Strom 650 it goes down, the brake line goes down the right hand side into a T-piece and goes across the top of the fender. So this is a project I've been putting off until I replace my brake lines, which I did recently. I used twin lines. I've got two lines coming from the master cylinder down to the brake calipers. So on the Gen 1 V-Stroms, there's a decent amount of clearance between the standard guard and the front tyre, but it seems to be getting closer and closer on the newer models. I don't understand why that is. I saw some photos recently of a late model V-Strom 1000 where they fitted a Shinko E804 front tyre and the tread was actually rubbing on the inside of the guard. So I don't understand why they're so close. On an adventure bike you should be able to fit off-road tyres. So I couldn't find a good place to fit my new front fender, so I had to make up a bracket and I had to drill and tap a new hole. So up underneath the bottom triple clamp there is an M6 hole that was already there, and next to it there's a short hole which is about 6mm, so I drilled that out to 6.7 and tapped an M8 thread. So it took me a couple of goes to get the shape of the bracket right. So I used a piece of 2mm flat bar, one side folded up just to give it a bit more rigidity. And then on top of that I welded some 38 by 38 square tube. Along the back side of it I cut through the back side of it using a 1mm cutting wheel, squeezed it together and welded it up again, and that just gave it a bit of an angle. I drilled two holes 16mm apart. One of them is 6.5mm, the other is 8.5. I drilled them right through the bottom side and drilled them out to about 12mm I think, so I could get an Allen key through it. So then I bolted it onto the bottom triple clamp. I drilled out the 4 holes in my new guard. I held the guard up where I wanted it and just marked out the holes with a texter. So I took my mounting bracket back off again, drilled out the 4 holes, mounted it back on again using Loctite this time. So hopefully it doesn't come loose. And then I bolted my new front guard on there. Easy as that. So the guard itself is a universal super motard guard. Got it from MX1. It was MX store, sorry. It was about $40 I think. So I've been riding with it for a couple of weeks now. I've had no real issues. I've ridden in high wind. It didn't seem to matter. The steering actually feels lighter. I don't think there's much weight difference between the two guards, but I've removed unsprung weight. So my next job will be to fit some gaiters or some kind of fork protection. So hopefully you found this useful. Please comment below, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching.